All right, Casey Agency. I have a new website I want to build, and I have a certification for green businesses, and these businesses are all across the country, and I want to make sure that that we can display these businesses on a map. I want to show details about each business. I want them to be searchable and filterable, and I also want them to be able to edit their own entries after they submit them. And I'm at a loss. I kind of want like a Yelpy, like a thing like Yelp or something like that. Uh, what can I do?
Yeah, so there's so many different WordPress directory plugins, but you're probably not finding one that exactly meets your needs, right? You need
Yeah,
something a little bit more flexible.
yeah,
All right, cool. So yeah, for a directory, you're going to need to be collecting a lot of data, right, for each of the directory listings. And again, Gravity Forms is the perfect tool for that. You can create a form that is tailored to the data that you need to collect for each listing. And here I've created a basic directory listing form. We've got the business name, we've got a drop-down field for the industry, we've got the address field for the business, all of the contact information, etc. And having that form really makes it easy for businesses to submit their information. And once they do submit that information, you want to display that on a really nice looking directory on the front end, like you mentioned, and have a map as well. And that's where Gravity View really shines, because we have a maps extension for Gravity View. And I've gone ahead and created this business directory, which is using the maps extension. So you can see at the top, you can see all the locations of the businesses as markers on the map. You get a really nice search bar here. You can even do a radius search. So you can search a radius around a specific location, or even your own location at the time. And then you can see all the different businesses here in a grid below that map.
nice. And I want to be able to click those markers. Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can click the markers and you get this nice info box, which shows you some information about the business.
Great. And what is the individual like? If I need people to be able to edit their own entries, so like the BrainSphere people, I want them to be able to go in there and modify that. How does that work?
Right, that's a great question. So let's take a look at the full entry. We've set this up here like this. We can view the business contact details here, and then the full description, the full address, and then there's another map showing a more kind of detailed location for that particular business. Now, if you wanted the business owners to be able to come in here and update their own listing, all you need to do is we'll just head back to the view editor and we'll just enable that functionality. All right, so the first thing we'll do is we'll go to the single entry layout that we were just on now. And then what I'll do is I'll add a new field. That's going to be called the edit entry, link to edit entry field. So this displays a link where users can click on that link and they'll be able to update their entry from the front end. And then the next thing I'll do is enable this functionality in the view editor. So we'll go to the edit entry settings, and then we'll just check the box that says allow user edit. And this will allow logged in users to edit entries that they created.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and what's the unapproved entries after edit?
Right. So if you're using Gravity View's approval system, you have the option to actually approve those entries before they show up in the view.
Oh yeah, because I don't want people to edit their listings and put some bad stuff in there that I don't approve of.
Yeah, absolutely not. So there's lots of powerful features in Gravity View that are all built in, and you can play around and enable the things that you need to make sure that everything's tailored for your use case.
I mean, and I'm taking off my client hat for a moment, but Casey, what you've just demonstrated is you've added editing capabilities to a directory in seconds based on a client saying, "Oh, and I want this," right? Like that is something that everybody experiences. Like change orders exist from the beginning of client work to the end of time. And GravityKit makes change orders a breeze because we've already built so much of this functionality, and all it is drag and drop. And if you want to, you can train your clients how to do it themselves. So if you don't want to deal with the small changes, you can just tell them how to do it. We have incredible documentation. We have a great support team. Have your clients manage their own applications if you want to, or look like an expert, like problem solver, and implement it yourself and tell your clients that's done, and they won't know how long it took you, even though it took you literally 12 seconds to add that.